Hello, my name is Brenda Heyward. This video will highlight some of the things for you to decide on before moving if you think it is best for your current situation. The information you may view may need to be asked of a specialist. I am not a tax accountant, real estate agent, or attorney. This video will focus on moving. Thinking about selling your home? This is not a complete list of all the things you need to know. However, some of the information you will hear can be added to your need to know list that you're already working on. Grab your notebook and pencil. One, moving. Have you listed your reasons? Have you written down the reasons to stay and the reasons to move? When you document or make a list of the reasons you should stay or the reasons you should move, one of the columns to stay or to move should be longer to assist in making your decision. If you decide to move, please make sure you have another place lined up to move into immediately after your current home goes to closing. There are some questions that you got to continually ask yourself. Should I move or stay? Would it be affordable? Do I like living around friends or do I mind starting over? Would I miss my family? Do I mind learning how to get around? Two, moving on your mind. What is your current budget and what will it be in the future budget? Have you sat down and figured out all your bills? Seek out your bills and line them up on the table. This includes your monthly and yearly bills, gas, electric, credit cards, internet, cell phone, mortgage. If you do not have a mortgage, property tax, insurance, and whatever support you give to your family members. Figuring out your bills that should be for your current and future home so that you know what to expect. Three, moving because you can barely afford where you are at. Are you currently just affording where you live? And regardless of whether you could pay off your home, will the funds left pay the 20% down payment or pay off the new home? You should not move if your monthly payments won't lower than what they currently are. The real benefit is moving should be that the new home should be paid off or have updated features that give you a chance to not pay for repairs or for over a period of years. Four, moving, can you afford to move? Have you checked to see if the new location is available to you buyers in the new marketplace and can you afford to change? Yes. Do you have enough money to move and make all the yearly and monthly payments that would be done? Have you made a list to see if the new home or area, what would it cost of buying that new home? Take all your cash you have plus more to move into. Moving to a new home includes transferring your utilities, which should demand deposits before they are turned on. Cost of the new property taxes. Please sit down and add these taxes. I was hurt because of what the vendor told me and what it ended up being left me with getting a loan to receive the items that were shipped, even though the vendor quoted me a price I could afford at the time. The thought of not receiving my personal items hurt. That was the only reason for using the credit card to get them the last mile to my home. It took the vendor 3 months from pickup to delivery, and I was without that the whole time. I had to purchase a recliner, and that is what I used for sitting and sleeping for 3 months. I was unable to afford a hotel. Just a little about me. I'm a person who enjoys food. However, I cannot mention my favorite restaurant. However, cherry cheesecake is one of my favorite foods. Five, moving because of the youngest will be gone soon. Are you thinking about moving because your youngest kids will be off to college within the next 2 years? Things to think about. Who pays for the college? Are the children doing just 4 years or 6 years? Will the move put the money back in your pocket to pay the bills? If the reason for moving is that the older kids are moving out within the next 2 years, please wait for the housing prices to reverse and you won't to get a smaller place for the same price you are currently spending on a larger home. This is definitely not a good time unless you have real funds saved and money to spare. Number one, who will be paying for the college for your children? There is still time to think things through. Number six, moving to get closer to relatives. If you have thought about moving, it is so that you can get closer to relatives. First things first, pull out all your bills and calculate your bills for the income you have, and the biggest change might be the property taxes. Please review the area you are planning or thinking of moving to, especially the property taxes. A yearly payment may limit your yearly spending. Property insurance, car insurance, electric, oil, any bills that are yearly, water waste, groceries, home warranty, property tax, mortgage, gas, propane, trash pickup, and gas you spend monthly in your car. Seven, moving because you're planning on retiring. How would this future change impact your monthly spending level? Then, while you are adding up the figures on the cost, add if you are retiring within the next few years, what will be the cost of the new home, which will definitely impact funds they currently receive. Bring out all the bills you need to be paid from year to year. If you had thought about moving, is one of the reasons so you could be closer to your relatives? Then add if the retirement will cost for the new home definitely impact the funds currently received and issuing out to vendors for bills that need to be paid from year to year. Please take the time and pull out the notebook and pencil and write down a current estimated bill and future estimated bills. If you are moving to get closer to relatives, ask them what are they currently paying for utilities. Ask for estimates so you can pull out your current and future figures side by side and make a following decision. Eight, moving because of health problems. Are you thinking about selling because of the health problems with you or your spouse? Travel to a place where you thought about moving and check out the area. Friends or family should not be the only reason to move there, especially the area you are considering moving to. Look for your favorite store, accessibility, distance, and parking availability. Remember, because the family loves the area and you may not. I moved from a senior community back to a family community, and the late night traffic is taking some time getting used to because they are up later than the seniors usually are. Nine, moving because of the relatives' health problems. Are you making a decision because of the family? Remember, moving will not be easy because the first couple of months will make it uneasy and feel unsafe, may be part of it because you knew all the neighbors and they knew you, and because you have lived there in the area for years. Starting over is hard, really hard. Would you be okay moving from one environment and accessibility to stores you love to some place where you have to learn and find new stores to support your needs? I can tell you the answer to that question is no, because everything has changed around me. Where stores that used to be 5 miles to a place where I used to love is now 30 miles or more. And getting used to driving those distances isn't fun. Is the area similar to where you or live not priced out of your cost of living? Will you regret making the decision to move? To this answer is yes. It will take time. I am still considering moving back. However, I know I cannot afford the cost that I sold my property for. 10. Moving because you could get a great price for your house. Have friends or relatives told you that you could get a good price for your home because of the lack of properties that are available within the marketplace and the buyers are bidding over the sale price? I hope before you answer that question, you just respond that you are not ready to think in that direction or make a change for the future right now. Or respond with a quote you use for other subjects that you're prepared to talk about. The response will be great because through all you have or have not thought about moving, and you should just brush it off until you make a real decision about if you want to move forward. Please give the same response even though the comment was made in the joint company and everyone seated there was asked the same question. More reasons to think about. Please do not move because the price that you may get looks good and will enable you to pay off most of your bills. Please do not sell because family members see a house as a gold mine. If you want what they call free money at your expense, then you are unable to afford to live, and they will not let you live with them or repay the loan because they are stating it is a gift and need not to repay. If the bills are high now, they will be higher then. You make that change, and you will, of course, cuss yourself out for making bad decisions. The marketplace has changed, and what you could afford is no longer affordable. Put the numbers on a notebook or pad, and do not let anyone stop you from affording the luxuries you have and could have. Please let me know if you like this video by clicking a thumbs up or leaving comments below. Also, check out my other videos mentioned above, and which are listed in the description block. My name is Brenda Heyward, and thanks for your time.